Hello everyone, it's me, Firemac, and welcome back to Heavensward through Shadowbringer's story recap streams. Of course, this is still ongoing stream for everyone else, but for YouTube, what's up? How's it going? Alright, so we're just picking up where we are. We are in Heavensward Part 3 so far. Hold on, just... Hold on. No, no, hold on, because those... I'm busy, I'm doing my thing, alright. Kral. If he knew us. He knew you. Did he walk in our memories as we walked in his? He did. Did you not see him do this, the echo pose headache? Like that. He did the thing. We do know, we will learn his name in the future, but for now we don't know his name. So I'll try to avoid saying it. Okay. Alright, just need to monitor CPU usage, and let's continue our recording. Alright, so Yostola. Twould seem the mystery of the axe-wielding Hyur has been laid to rest. I should have known better than to think Thancred would ever stoop to using such an inelegant weapon. But then, how was I to know there was not one vagabond wandering the Chocobo Forest, but two? And technically, there's way more than two, Yostola. It's just the other warriors didn't really talk. I know what you're thinking, but really, you needn't worry. It will only lend credence to my tales of heroism. Besides, battle scars are to maidens what loose morals are to gentlemen. A definite bonus. I don't know if a lot of people will agree with you on that one, Thancred. Alright, Dreams of the Lost. Alphino is lost in thought, doubtless ruminating on the implications of your encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. Well, I forgot to check on my... Yeah, we're doing... I'm sure we're fine. Blessed with the power of the Echo, and driven to put down primals, despite his declaration that we walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. Wait, what? Oh, that was a link shell thing. That really confused me. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause? I recall no such adventurers, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Thancred found Firemac. The memories. It would seem like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers would has been traveling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. 'Twould imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation would avail us not. There is far too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more, but Ofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Imric's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search of Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia is missing? I thought she escaped with Firemac. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Ba-dee-dee-dee-dang-doo. Oh, it's my actual chocobo. You guys remember my actual chocobo, don't you? Oh gosh. Person's dragon mount was unsettling me. Just standing in the way there. I know what it is. I do not have that mount yet, unfortunately. And I don't know if I will for a while. Bit off near. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Nath, has been laid low. Again, has been laid low. Truly, once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fall. Fail, not fall, fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit. The god fell by another's hand. Another? Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath who have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardians' invitation? As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot, until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth, she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed, and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe, such is the folly and the glory of man, and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Emeric's invitation? Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey on to Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay. It is happening, Hazel. Would that you were here to see it. Hers was the most necessary sacrifice, I think, to help persuade Hraesvelgr to do their thing.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another. Honorable men, to whom Sir Emeric was no hero, but a scheming patricide.
Oh, crap, I forgot about this. They freaking stabbed him.
Honorable men, who would fain wash the paving stones of Foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men, whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
Speak with Alphino in the Foundation. So you slew a handful of primals, chatted with the Emperor Garlemald, uncovered the truth behind a 1,000-year war, thwarted a megalomaniacal archbishop's ambitions, and then rode home on the back of the father of dragons? Does that about sum it up? Fortunately, the journey afforded us ample time to brief Thancred on recent events. Right, let us not keep Sir Emmerich waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred? I gave him an accent on accent. Yes, quite well. Forgive me, you have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and Darvanians, and our friends are nowhere to be found. Our friends nowhere to be found. There's no art there. 'Twould seem that there is no end to our troubles. We can but face them head on, one at a time. For now we must apply ourselves to our allotted task and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you as they found me. In time, we will find Ida and Papalimo and Minfilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we'll look back on together. Pray, do not misunderstand. I do not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure as one of its more triumphantful moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part to them to the very hilt. I know you will. So then, to the congregation! Cool. Alright, so back over here. Speak with Lucia. I'm getting a way more background noise than expected at this time of day, so... Ooh. Not out of the woodworks quite yet. Hey, Hilda's here. What you doing in here, Hilda? Oh, good, you're back. Things got a bit heated while you were away. You have returned. It is... In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vanofnir has accepted Sir Emerich's invitation. She has? Things are glad tidings indeed. These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Is he otherwise engaged? Aye, sleeping off a knife to the gut. What? What happened? Will he live? The Chirurgeons tell me that he will make a full recovery, but had Lord Edmund and Lord Artoriel had not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land a telling blow. The attack was just beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires, but every one we put out, it seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. 'Tis plain these fires were started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Then let us be about it. Okay. Let's talk to everybody, because why not? Lucia once told me that man is all too willing to let his future be bound by his past. And time after time have I witnessed how depressingly right he was. The Archbishop may have fallen, but the legacy of his predecessors endures. Just as Sir Emmerich risked his life to bring about lasting change, so too will others wager all to preserve what they hold dear. Even if we had the same resources to combat the fires, them up in the pillars. What? even if we had the same resources to combat the fires as them up in the pillars. Okay, I get it now. Like, God, why do I have to phrase everything so weird? We'd still be fighting a losing battle. You've seen the Broom, all of them narrow streets with wooden houses crammed together. It's kindling is what it is. Against the dying of the light, Lucia would begin the hunt for the arsonist without delay. Wait, so there was arsonists? Did I miss something? I just remember the stabbing and just people being lame. The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you not been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city, in both the pillars and the foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it best to divide our forces. Master Alphino and Mistress Justola, I would have you take the charge of the investigation and foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Tataru can be of assistance as well. Meaning Firemac and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking up a pose over there be joining us? Thancred, of the Science of the Seventh Dawn, and may I say, what a pleasure it is to meet you too, my lady. I'll bet the name's Hilda, a sign, eh? And there I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian among all these illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray and inform me immediately. That is all. Woo! While we could begin by sifting through the charred rubble and questioning random passerby, in my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. I mean, I think that's kind of Hilda right there. Oh, the infamous Lord Emanilin of the Fortam, lover of women and wine. Though neither care for him that much, they say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Firemac. He'll be at the Crow's Deer most like, making an effort to be seen. Let's go and see him. Okay. Grizzled I will accept, but old? Ugh. Looks like you're losing your touch, Thancred. Speak with Emanil. I still haven't heard his name being said in a voice cutscene, so I still don't know how to say his name. So for now, he shall remain Emanilin. Because Emanilane just sounds a little too fancy. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's his. Ah, Master Summers, I fear Lord Emanilin has once more strayed from the path. As has so often been the case, his renewed enthusiasm for martial training gave way to frustration and disinterest at the first sign of difficulty. Well, go on then. Talk to the daft sod. Someone once said that a gentleman is rather than does, and in Lord Emanilane I sense we have living proof. Well, if it isn't Firemac, dearest of all my friends, you're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old boy? I think I might have changed his voice lately, but that's okay. Ah, yes, the arson's dreadful business that, and awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it all. Naturally, we doubted the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the Hoplin is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been opened up to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Emmerich's orders. From what I hear, remarkable man. Not even a knife in his ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hoplin. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. Of course. Wait a minute. Wait a moment. What is this? You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You being... Oh my gosh. I'm messing up all the words now. You do me an injustice, old boy. I'll have you know my heart yearns for... for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. It will help to prove the purity of my intentions. I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and capture those arsonists. That was not entirely what I'd hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts while you question the refugees in Hopland. Firemac, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming around but in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. I don't think that was the voice I gave her originally. It's a little closer to the voice I gave Momodi. Question the Ishgard in Hopland. Where? Okay, they're all there. Amazing, awesome, cool. To the last visual then. Yoink. Wrong way. This way. Unruffled refugee. I just don't. Ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we'd do. An old man. An old Ellison at that. Come, my brothers and sisters, there is food and shelter enough for all in the Basilica. Halone's blessings upon you, Father. I confess, we were not sure if we should come, but there's so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Emmerich and the Dravanians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, sir? So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on far too long. Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the fear guide your steps. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him... It's a lady. Little girl. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and there was a smoke everywhere, and it was so hot, and I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm's getting better after all? Oh gosh. Okay, alright. We're just gonna keep going. Going the long way, I realize, but you know what? It's fine. 'Cause things are getting annoying now. Finished then. Ah, there you are. Anything to share? We require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we were to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires. including one near Saint Raman. Oh my God, Raymond. Now I think it's Ramino. Let's go Ramino. Near Saint Ramino's Cathedral, another near the Tribunal. For a mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the 2 occasions where their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to worry. Alphino will doubtless have an opinion. Alright, so rendezvous in the broom. Where am I right now? Alright, I need to get to an Ethernet. I need to get on the Ethernet. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Okay. To the broom. Alright, where are you? Where are you, Alphino? Not there, apparently. Where are you hiding, Alphino? 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 Alphino. Seriously, Alphino, where the heck are you, dude? He's down below. Okay. But where? Where down below? Didn't I look here and nobody was freaking here? Alright, so we got Tataru. I should have seen the way Alphino tackled him. Good, now that you are here, we can proceed with the interrogation. Captain has no words. Silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Firemac, I was about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words, he did not, so we insisted. Let me go, damn it! You've got the wrong man! My, but you reek of oil! And those are burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose, but tell me, does arson pay well? I'm a victim! I'm a victim, you imbecile! Look at me! Aye, that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but then these highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you rabid and begged us to put you down. That's bollocks! He's the one who told me to keep going! Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I'd left it behind, tried to, with all my heart. Said my prayers every day like a good man, but he came to me! He came to me! And there you have it, Hilda. Would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. And give Hilda the voice that time. Yeah, it's okay. That was incredible, Thancred, but how did you know that he would confess? Well, I have seen this. I've seen his like before. A troubled soul manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our captain had called your bluff? Must we entertain hypotheticals? The world, as it is vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at least confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best we now return to the congregation to discuss how best to proceed. Alright, time to report to Lucia. And we'll be taking our break. Okay, to the Forgotten Night we go. But we're actually going over here to the Congregation of the Knights Most Heavenly or whatever. Actually, after we talk to everybody first. The Temple Knights are interrogating the arsonist as we speak. God's willing, we have more information ere long. If we could but determine the motive behind these fires. Bit of a gambler, ain't he? Fine by me, so long as his looks don't run out. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak, though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master. He will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Arturiel, are you come to see your father? He is attending Sir Emmerich in his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring the salve. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. My Lord Arturiel did not seem to be in the best of spirits. 'Tis little wonder, Master Alphino. His father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. Against the dying light. You stole her? How desperately we cling to that which we hold dear, knowing all the while that a day will come when we must let go. No more farewells, not for a good while yet, at least. It was not so long ago, was it? The past belongs to the dead. Future is ours to do with what we will. As goes light, so does darkness. Lucia is not one to rest on her laurels.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond. They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Recognize this guy, anybody? Anybody?
Ridiculous! I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets. I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Of course.
We are in your debt.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms, then, friends. Time is against us.
Oh yeah, rendezvous with Emmerich and the Pillars. Wait, what? Over there. Go to the crow's ear then. Man, I'm not used to actually coming up here. Oh, but check it out. Have I ever talked to you? Oh, it's Durandare Manor. Cool, neat. Looks like it's time for a battle. Do not concern yourself with my safety, lest you forget I too am a knight. Are you? Ready when you are, Firemac. Concentrate on freeing the hostages. I will tend to their wounds. Just like old times, eh? Listen well, we will enter the Basilica silently via the gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within. The numbers and readiness of the true brothers of the faith are unknown. I am told one claimed to have served under Thornton the Seventh. Might be the same be true of the rest. Given the swiftness with which they seek control of the vault, I think it highly likely, yes. Which means that they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. Be it as it may, we have no choice but to press on. Lord Tyrell, Lord of Tyrell, you are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor if you choose not to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you certain you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Emmerich. My arm will not falter, my shield will not break. Halone as my witness, we will bring these fanatics to justice! Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me! Alright. We're going very easy because we're trying to beat this quick, yo. Trying to beat this quick. Twould seem our presence yet goes unnoticed. Come, we must secure the entrance. Remember, saving the hostages takes precedence over all else. Mind your attacks and subdue the enemy quickly. Lay your arms to what, die something, whatever. Oh, I remember doing this now. Actually, remember having a hard time finding said freaking enemies. I mean, not enemies, the refugees. You must hurry. The others were taken elsewhere by Sir Seminard. Sir Seminard, indeed, his work sought Archbishop's servants. Be on your guard. They've sounded an alarm. I'll hold the entrance. Something. I will hold the entrance. Look after this, and look after this. Now go. Secure the hostages. Hostage Firemac. Leave the others to us.
Down with you!
Emmerich the Blue. I just realized he's got a title. It's over now. Is it over? They took the others somewhere. It all happened so quickly. There they are. Let none escape. Keep going. I'll hold them here. Not alone, you won't. Firemac, stay with Sir Emmerich and Lord Artoriel. This way, Firemac, to choir. Choir?
You underestimate me.
Oh, dude, those enemies are like right there. Are you not gonna fight them? Okay, I guess now we're not gonna fight them. Sir Simeonard. Sir Simeonard, lay down your arms and release the hostages. You will be shown mercy, I give you my word. Ha! The word of a heretic and a kinslayer! I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We shall show the hostages the same mercy he showed the archbishop. Oh, there they are. Their ball bodies. Unlike you, Sir Emmerich, I'm a man of honor. By my hand you shall receive of the Fury's judgment! So it be a trial then, Lord Artoriel. Firemac, leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with Sir Simeonard. And I believe we actually have a time limit, kind of. Because... Yep. O Heloni, render unto us your judgment, raise up the righteousness, and cast down the wicked. Come on then, let us see whom the Fury favors. Sir Emmerich is still wounded, Firemac. We must move quickly, or he will fail. I want to die, something. Save. There must be others nearby, but where? It's a good question. Considering... Traitor, Kinslayer, by what sorcery do you yet stand? Enough of all of you, attack! No, please! got one more, and I think I know where. I see no others nearby. Come, Firemac. Sir Emmerich needs our help. Wait, what? But there's 5 refugees. Okay, I guess we'll go back to Emmerich. Well done now. Let us finish this, sir, before the eyes of gods amends. Stand fast, brothers. The fear with us.
This knight does not yield!
Thought I activated that. I guess I didn't. One day, I swear you will. You will what? You will what, huh? Fury be praised. He took Meili. You must hurry. The priest took Meili upstairs. When he saw you, you kill his men. Have no fear, child. We will save your friend. Did it say duty complete?
Where is he? Where is he?
Oh, that throw the poor girl off.
Come no closer!
You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
See that expression. Yeah! Went off near to the rescue. Oh, what's up, Richard?
What? But I... Vidafne!
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment?
No, you chose the perfect time to show up.
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
Well, that's a deep voice for a child.
Thou art welcome, child.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee. I bear a message from my sire.
From Gracefelder.
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing. This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Javanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see much of Horsefire in you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Lord Edmund.
Okay. Alright. Well, that was timely. Vinofnir must have been circling for hours. In the moments before Vinofnir appeared, I contemplated teleporting the girl. Thank the 12 I did not. Because Ooh, you don't want to go through that again, Yustola. This has been a day of surprises, has it not? 'Tis but a pity Vidofnir could not stay longer. Yeah, I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. Well timed scarcely does it justice, but 1 moment later it would have been a moment too late. Let us pray that the Ishgardians who yet harbor doubts will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Sir Amaric's words. Well, 'tis only meet that I inform Tataru of what has occurred here. If you have need of me, I shall be at Fortal Manor. Allow me to accompany you. Tataru would never forgive me if I left for the Rising Stones without saying goodbye. A moment, Firemac. I wish a word. Tell me, does Thancred seem quite well to you? He held his own in the vault. He got on well enough with Hilda. I'm not sure how to put it into words, but... So you sense it too. A subtle change. Imperceptible to most. I myself did not notice it at first, but upon closer examination, I saw that his etheric flow had been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate aether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magics. I would do much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging his journey. And when he learned that a nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, it may well have seemed more sensible to wait. But this is still a little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. Right then, I should be on my way. Kral may have... Crap, I lost her voice. Right then, I should be on my way. Kral may have charmed Master Matoya for now, but who can say how long it will last? Spiegel Alphano at Fortal Manor. You got it. As goes light, so goes darkness. You know, that was the name of the patch. So I think we made it to the end of this patch. Welcome, Master Summers. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes, of course. Take us inside, please. Tataru. Lord Edmund told me all about what Vidofnir did. God, how I wish I had been there to see it.
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
A shield, my lord?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue.
The heat is getting kind of high in the computer.
But there is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about that.
Sir Emeric was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince Houses Durandare and Zamail.
Durandare.
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
A knight lives to serve. Clearly, that's my response.
You sound just like him. Aye, I suspect that is what Horschiffon would have said. To aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You were a brother to Horschiffon. Will you be a brother to me as well?
Ah, fine, I guess.
Come, Emanelaine. There's much to be done.
Emanelaine.
And for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard.
They finally said his name in a freaking cutscene. Now I know how to freaking say it. Emanelaine. 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 Let's remember that. Emanelaine. Emanelaine. Let me call him Emmeline for like forever. Emanelaine. Emanelaine.
To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
From the memoirs of Count Edmund de Fortam, Heavensward, as goes light, so goes darkness. Yes, Uranje. This is thy proof, the Garoon oracles. Apocrypha. It is truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning and of the path we have been set upon. Yes, it's a little bit talking. Or Warrior Darkness. Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. The Garlands are no exception, nor the Triad. You know what must be done. Who could that be? I know who it is. I know. Shh, it's a secret. What's with Anjay consorting with the enemy for freaking betrayer? Oh, who's this? I'm kidding again. I know who it is. Oh, who could these two people be? Oh, yeah, his name, keep it a key secret. Well, Everyone has their orders. The mask will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. I fear it will be bloody. By Rowler, it had better be. We cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities. I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them, everyone!